Alright everybody, I'm back with another video. So today, I'm actually already pretty up decently on the ladder. Oops. Let me just go back. As I was saying, we're pretty decent on the ladder. We have a pretty good rank. We have a 81 GXC with a 2885 coil. We just need 2950 to be able to bow in the Oger suspect test. Me personally, actually I'm gonna say that for the end of the video. But right now we're 31-2 of a total of 33 games. So you guys already seen this team before. It's the first ever team I used. But I did some adjustments. I could put poison jab over knock. I put regular spikes because I was using them more. I was like, because I wanted a team that can easily get to like a high elo, right? Because if you're gonna play a suspect text, you want to use a team that's very reliable, so you don't have to like play like 2,000 games, right? So I kept Hydrapple because I thought that was a cool component. If I wanted to change this, I would change this to a Moongus. I remember the reason why I made Hydrapple was because I was tired of getting knocked off on my Dozo from what's his name? What's the guy that forces spikes? Was Samurai, right? Because Samurai's a really big threat to this team. Like, so I put a Moongus instead because I was like, you know what? Nah, it's not even worth it at that point. Hydrapple's not that good on at least national decks. The Nasty Plot set's pretty good, but still holds garbage. And especially when we're in hidden power fire for making like to actually beat Kartana. Like the only threat to this team is Kartana or Calm Mind Lele with HP Fire. That's basically it. Or Shadow Ball. That's basically the only threats. And I will play Nasty Plot Gold, you know. Always threatening. Okay, I'm gonna lead off with Glide Score here. As he goes Ferrothorn. Protect. Set up Trillion Hazards. You already know the name of the game. I'll go Big Bad Bliss here. No point not going to Bliss. I'm assume knock last. Maybe. I get these rocks up. These hazards are staying here forever because his Pelipper can't defog him on gold, right? Press. Oof. Can press again? Yeah. Looks like my Blissy's gone. Damn, that Grand looks really scary now. So I can just go Claude and straight up put everybody on a timer. Right? Okay, the only threat I see here is his Gren. His Gren is the only threat. Look, everyone's about to take infinite hazards and poison damage. No exceptions. Everyone's about to die to these hazards. I don't know what he's doing with this Marathon. He's letting me get all the hazards in the world. He knows, like, my opponent knows that he can't defog. So I don't know why he wasn't immediately putting on the pressure. Like, he already got me red-handed with the Ferrothorn, right? Yeah, I'm Shadow Balling here. Probably do like a nice 50. Oh, 51. That's nice. Okay, that's good, because now he dies the rocks. Gren. You Lorb? If you Life Orb, it's game over. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely over. It's over for you. Over for you. This beam, please. Should I save this? No, there's no point in saving the 6-0. It's really dumb. I never really thought of saving a 6-0 as cool. I always thought it was kind of mean. I see sometimes, let's say, the point you're going against actually played bad. So you just send a message like, you're trash. Right? Alright, how long is this video? 44 minutes. Why am I checking so often? Okay, who do I not need here? Golden Go does a job on Tapu Lele and Ferrothorn. I need my Claude for a zap because Rain's about to be gone. Like his Zapdos and Greninja under the rain circumstances about to destroy me because with Weather Ball. Hydra just dies to Ice Punch and everyone else too. The only thing Hydra does is wall Pharaoh, but you already have you should literally Golden Go walls Ferrothorn for all of eternity. Actually, I think I'm gonna talk on whether I'm a ban Ogre or not. Me personally, I think the metagame right now for I don't need this. You can die, yeah. The metagame for national decks is a little bit chopped right now, or it's pretty bit cooked, because Right now, people really do not like going against Ogre, especially if we play these bulkier teams. You're definitely gonna hate going against Ogre, right? Hidden power. Is this hidden power? Does even hidden power ghost exist? No. If it's hidden power ghost, you'd be using Shadow Ball. Is this hidden power fire on a rain team? That's new. He loses. Okay. Actually, no. Let's check the rank. Am I eligible now? 1924. I think that's one more game for to be eligible. All right. 32 wins. These I should have these two. No, to be fair, these two losses are actually really weird. The first loss I had with this team, I kid you not, I was like 1,300 elo in. I see a guy with a Swords Dance Ursa Luna, Banded Hoop Unbound, and a Wish Mola in the same exact team. I was like, yeah, like if it was just Ursa Luna, yeah, easy win. What Hoop Unbound with Band? Okay, yeah, just give me a little bit. Just I played stall for a very long time, and I'm really good with stall, right? But those two together, yeah, I don't think I can beat that. And especially got Wish in the back. Yeah, I'm definitely losing. Yeah, I got like he played horribly. He let his Ursa Luna die, but then after that he realized he had Wish support in the back. After I set up 2 trillion hazards, and after that his like Hoopa Unbound just came in, straight up clicked the move, killed everybody, and he kept on wishing it back to full each time, and got rid of my hazards with like Tusk. I was like, that like he might point at a really garbage team that like if I just had like a fast water, if I have a Greninja, I'd straight up like click the dark move, water move like in a row, and then everyone dies, right? But it's fine. That's why when you play on low ladder, you find some crazy counter team. The other loss was I went against Kingambit. I switched into the Stealth Rock and Spike, and then he crit me with like knockoff, and he crit me with knockoff again. And I was staring at my computer. I was like, okay, that's incredibly lucky. 2 crits in a row, but that happens. And after you proceed to get 2,000 Swords Dances and kill everybody, because this is Poison Jab Gliscor. I ain't doing anything to him. And his Hydrapple, like sort of walls it, but then like my Hydrapple also had to wall his Kartana, which you already know happened. Like I think if he played Kartana well, he just would have obliterated me even without Kingambit. So that loss probably wasn't really that bad. So we're 32-2 right now. That's pretty good. So we just need one more win in order to be able to vote on the Ogerpon ban. As I was saying, Ogerpon is incredibly hard to switch into, and it's just very polarizing with the sets. It can run Swords Dance, so obviously you want to run its stabs. Obviously you want to run Power Whip. There's no Horn Leech does not exist. Of course you want to hit the one-hit KO on a Loma Mola and not get toxic, right? Of course you need the extra damage to kill Peck so you don't get walled for all of eternity, right? There's no point in not running Power Whip in my opinion. Like you do not want to run the greedy moves. Like the only thing you only want to run Horn Leech on Cornerstone because you want to get back up to what's it called? I want to get back up to Sturdy, right? So for Ogerpon, I think a lot of people are going to ban it because if you look at the new sample teams came out today or yesterday, I don't remember, but new teams came out, right? And I was like, when are they going to send out new teams? And I predicted in my own like mental note, right? I was like, okay, a lot of the teams are probably gonna either have a dedicated grass type or a dedicated dragon to counter Ogerpon. And I looked at majority of the teams. Majority of the teams, once the dedicated dragon or Ferret or the grass type dies, it's like Ogerpon just straight up murders everybody. There's literally no switch into Ogerpon after that. Like there's no way to beat like you can beat Ogerpon by outspinning it and doing more damage than it. But if it has like good defensive backbone and it can have more and it has like good momentum, especially if it itself has U-turn, yeah, it's about to destroy your whole team, right? Look how many teams have Ferrothorn. Look how many teams have Latios. Look how many teams have Dragonite. I think one has Kyurem. And look how many teams have like basically every single team either has the bulky dragon or Ferrothorn, right? And I think that's kind of polarizing. Even though it's not really mandated to have a dragon type on your team, but something like Ogerpon that forces you to have that Ferrothorn, forces you to have that bulky dragon. And then once you realize Ogerpon is play rough, like yeah, it's pretty much cooked, right? Ogerpon, like even if you kill Ogerpon, like it straight up killed 2 Pokemon or did a lot of chip to somebody, right? Like for example, Ogerpon. I'm trying to find like a good switch in that can take it on reliably over time, right? That switch in is Ferrothorn, Dragonite, Latios if it's lacking Play Rough, or U-Turn. Bizdev Corv can come in U-Turn, but it'll be left like at, if it just straight up attacks again, it'll be left like at 33% HP. And I think that's basically it. Like, no one else wants to switch on this demon. Kartana too. Kartana is underrated, very underrated, but it's slower and will die to superpower. So there's two main sets for Ogerpon. It is Swords Dance with its stabs. Of course, you need Cudgel, and you need a Power Whip. And then you either run, I think, these moves as last no matter what. At least when I run Ogerpon, you gotta have at least any of these moves. It's Knockoff, Superpower, Play Rough as extra moves just to attack those who try walling it. Like Play Roughs hit the dragons, is also hit, especially hit, what's his name? I forgot the guy. Oh yeah, Hydrapples. He's right in front of me. It's hit the Hydrapple. You gotta have superpower for, ensuring that one hit KO against Kingambit. Destroy Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is meant to counter Ogerpon, but too bad Ferrothorn gets blown up by SD superpower. Right? That's really the only target for superpower. Just straight up Ferrothorn. That's how you know it's polarizing. When Ferrothorn, the only good switch in long term, not really long term. Ferrothorn's not really a long term counter to Ogerpon because Hazard's gonna go up, and Ogerpon's gonna U-turn on it, and blah blah blah, chip it down. But yeah, that's how you know it's cooked. When you run super hard just for Ferrothorn, that's how you know it's like lobotomously cooked. That reminds me back in Gen 7. I remember I saw Hidden Power Fire come out on Ferrothorn and hit Kartana. I was like, yeah, this is diabolical. But anyways, but that was really cool tech back then. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. I think when I saw that, it opened my mind. Especially when I saw like a bunch of VKC videos on different stuff. I was like, yeah, all this is kind of cool. And I started experimenting with hella stuff. Like this was like, I don't know why people is not using this set. This set is so good. And I don't know why people are too afraid to use Amoonguss. People are afraid to use Cinderace. People are afraid to use Weavile. Just use them. They're very good. People are rest talk Ting Lu haters. They're like, no, the best set is Ruination with Hazards. It's really, really good. But if you need to have a good specially defensive guy that walls, people always complain about Megalodios. People always complain about uh, Raging Bolt, how they exert so much pressure. Slow King G, how it puts so much pressure on teams. Coco, you can wall Coco with this guy. Volk, no, not really, because Buggy MZ is really good now. Because after you use Hat and Mega Nancy and Buggy MZ, you straight up murder everybody. Right? Yeah, because when I noticed on the new sample teams, both ran Mega Nancy alongside Hatterene, like two hyper offense teams, and both had Volk with the same exact set with Sub and Buggy MZ and Dragonite with Sub and what I think Loaded Dice alongside Scale Shot. Yeah, that. I was like, okay, those are really good techs. I really like those techs. And I noticed a severe lack of underrated Kyurem also in the sample teams, but I'll always talk about that later. So in my opinion, it's Ogerpon is definitely getting banned. Oh yeah, speaking again on the Ogerpon sets, after you get the extra attack moves as like the last, instead of running an attack, you can also be evil. You can run sub, you can run taunt, you can run encore. Those two, those also exist. People, you should always treat it like it exists because it's very threatening. Ogerpon can switch in on you, use encore. Let's say you use Wish Mola, sub, someone's about to die. Because who wants to take two Ogerpon hits to the face? Well, actually wants to sub Ferrothorn and Dragonite's about to have a good day. Like straight up, I think one time I got so pissed at Ogerpon just being everywhere. I think I just ran like sub Dragonite with Roost and Dragon Dance with like one singular stab. I think it was like dual wing beat. That's a really underrated set. Magnezone alongside Dragonite with dual wing beat as a stab with sub Roost. It's super good. The only thing that can beat it really is Dozo. After you force to knock on Dozo with something like Mega Sizz or like someone else, like that, like after you stack hazards, yeah, it's gonna die. Especially if you pair with Magnezone with some bulk. I'm sad. What's his name fell off? Gastrodon. I love Gastrodon, but unfortunately, so many new powerful threats are here that Strodon can't really find a really good place in the meta. Gastrodon's also very good. Like it has Stealth Rock spikes. I think it might have Toxic spikes now, but I think Toxapex is just too good at what it does. Like if you look at the teams, of the balanced teams have Ferrothorn, 5 of the balanced teams have Pex, 6 of them have Zamazenta, and like 4 of them have Gliscor, right? That's how you know those 3 in particular, and especially Zamazenta, is very polarizing. And here's my theory on the meta. Ogerpon's gonna get banned for sure, because it's very known to go against. Then this is gonna happen. People are gonna hate Golden Go, and people want to get Golden Go banned because Golden Go is Golden Go. And before Golden Go gets banned, Golden Go is the last thing keeping everything together. Because I remember one of my favorite things ever was after the Golden Go ban, stall became so ludicrously broken to stop and so hard to stop. There's too many stall variants, and stall became way too good because no more Golden Go, right? Because Golden Go on stall is broken. You hard counter opposing stall. It's a 100-roll matchup. Like the only defog is Corviknight. If your opponent does not have Weezing G, they're cooked. Even if they have Weezing G, you're the one cooked, right? Because Weezing G is meant to counter opposing stall. But if they don't have Weezing G, which Weezing G is an OU in national decks, me personally, I do use my Weezing G, but right now it's not. Is pretty good in the meta right now in Weezing G, especially with Levitate. It's very underrated. It counters Dragonite. It counters Great Tusk. It counters not doesn't really, it's a switch into Glass Core. You set up your own Toxic Spikes, then you switch, right? Yeah, Golden Go is very, very, very difficult for stall to deal with. That's why you're forced to run a Claude in nearly every single stall, or Ting Lu and some. I think I saw this Ting Lu team with like Mega Sable and like Pex, Dozo, and like what's the other one? Shedinja and like someone else. It was a very good team. I got to like 2000. Actually, no, B used it like A. That's the name. It was exposed for like ladder, ladder trading. So I was like, it kind of makes sense because once you think about it, his team got obliterated by Nasty Plot Golden Go, which you must prepare for 99% of the time. And once Tinglu rested, it had no way to really wake up after that. Because that means you just straight up go Golden Go, Nasty Plot twice, make it rain, Shadow Ball, everyone dies, right? And I noticed like it was super weak to Mega Nancy because Mega Nancy straight up murdered everybody on that team. There's no switching to Mega Nancy on that team either, except Pex, Spadef Pex. But after, like once you enter Spadef Pex, rocks are coming up. It's about to Earth Power everybody and kill everybody. Not hating on him, but if you got exposed for ladder trading, like that means you're really not that good. Like if you had like if you had to resort to ladder trading for a high placement, like what's the point even playing? Like the point of playing Pokemon is to have fun, and ladder trading takes the fun out of it. Unless you have fun ladder trading, then you can do it, I guess, right? Because if you're having fun, like, I guess, right? But it's not fair for everyone else who's actually trying to hit a good placement, right? So yeah, once Golden Go gets banned, which is my theory, Zamazenta and Slowking G about to be everyone's best friend. You gotta see Future Sight and Zamazenta everywhere because no more ghost type in the meta. Everyone's about to die, right? And then after you see these lower tier ghost types, which in my opinion are not really lower tier, it's just Golden Go is so strong, it's very hard to fit these Pokemon in. Like Aegislash, right? Aegislash was so good offensively, but nowadays, like the only good Aegislash set I've seen put in the work was SD Aegislash or Toxic Aegislash. That's basically it, right? And the rest of the ghost types are pretty cheeks. There's literally no other good ghost types. All of them literally got banned, and Golden Go's left somehow. Like I didn't think Dragapult was really that. No, Dragapult is actually very polarizing. Everyone was running the dark types just to pursue specifically Dragapult, but they get burned anyways. So Dragapult was the one having the last laugh. And then Fire Union Z Dragapult came out with darts, and then Life Orb Dragon. I think Life Orb Dragonite was way more polarizing than what? I think Wisp Hex and the Life Orb Dragonite was way more polarizing than D-Dance. D-Dance was not the problem, I think. I think D-Dance had a good amount of answers to it. We have so many steel type options. We have a lot of dark types that can pursue it. But if you're doing Will-O-Wisp shenanigans with Hex and you're U-turning everywhere, and you use Life Orb straight up kill everybody with no switching, now that's a problem. Essentially, the only way to beat it was you specifically run Mega Tyranitar, which he literally is not an OU no more because Dragapult's gone, right? And then Tyranitar doesn't check Golden Go, the only other ghost type, because Focus Blast or more obvious, Make It Rain obliterates him. Now you have Kingambit. At least Kingambit, if they're not running Focus Blast, but even after Kingambit takes Light Chip, like Steelium Z just kills Kingambit, right? But at least you have a fighting chance with Kingambit, right? But if you have what's his name, Tyranitar, you're straight up cooked Golden Go. so that's why he fell off. And then that's why I think Golden is way more polarizing than Pole. I think, in my opinion, at least, especially that I play a lot of bulkier play styles. Oh, by the way, I don't test on this account computer. I test on a different computer. That's why when I see a lot of teams, oh, I tested with this team. This team's garbage. Do not use it. This Electric Boogaloo team, no, I didn't have success with it. This team, I noticed it was getting too much like once I got to start going top ladder and people started using, like, instead of you just looking at OU like, oh, I'm gonna use this Pokemon, use this Pokemon, they actually started using good things, like better stuff that you wouldn't really expect. But like no one runs Amoonguss. I'm literally the only person who runs Amoonguss. I literally never ran into one singular Amoonguss. I'm the only one who runs Amoonguss in national decks. I kid you not. But Amoonguss, that's why, please, if you're watching this video, run Amoonguss. He's so good. There's no reason not to run Amoonguss. But once Ogerpon's gone, no, Amoonguss is still really good. He checks all the fairies. He checks all, like, he foul plays everybody. So Amoonguss is still going to be really good. But who's the guy I was talking about? Oh, yeah, Mega Venu. Mega Venu. This team struggles a lot. A lot with Mega Venu. And Coco isn't really that good of a defogger now. It's pretty good, but doesn't have too much longevity. Which is, you don't really need a longevity if you have a team this offensive. But yeah, what I noticed was, yeah, it kept on pooping on the team, and then this team literally cannot break through stall. Like a good boot stall, like straight up walls this team forever. Like, you might think Iron Valiant has like the chance to break through the stall, but then like you realize you have the self-sabotage life orb, and then they can play around it, and then you're like, damn, I sold. And then once you realize Glasgow walls this set, not only it can protect, force it to switch, and take more hazards, you also use the self-sabotage life orb. Yeah, it's not it. Like, it might as well just, they're trying to put Ice Punch, which hinders its coverage, which is even worse. So I don't think this team is really that good. I think I just tried testing it. I think I liked the video, but like the testing was fun, but you have to be honest with yourself when you make teams. Yeah, if the team isn't good, it's not good. Don't make any excuses for yourself. If it's not good, it's not good. It's fine. Just make a new one. I think the new one I made, I ain't gonna spoil it, but it's a really cool set with Iron Moth. You one-shot Garchomp on this switch with Iron Moth with a fire move. All right, that's how you know that's a fun team. After you hit, if you get the fiery attack special attack boost, you one shot Claude, you one shot Alomomola with the fire move. You on on turn one, you have like a 50% chance to one shot Zard Y. All right, and you kill everybody. Literally, the only switching Heatran. That's it. If your opponent is running Heatran, well, Heatran is fodder to literally every other single Pokemon on the team. I kind of gave it away. You already know, offensive Sun. But as I was saying, yeah, once Golden Go's gone, everything's about to be stall. Pure stall. The stall days are coming back. I remember back then, I ran so much stall after Golden Go got banned. I remember I got to like a diabolically high amount elo. I think I got to like 2,000 something elo. Right? I think the same guy B got to like 2,120, but he got exposed for like trading again. At the same time, when I looked at the team, I was like, maybe it has a chance of being cracked. With no Golden Go, Corviknight is the greatest defogger known to mankind on stall. So I say maybe he wasn't, maybe he was. Doesn't matter. Either way, it looked like a good team. I don't know, I didn't look too much into it. But yeah, stall was like Lobotomus to go against. Hyper offense. Everyone at the top, I remember they was running hyper offense once Golden Go got banned. Everyone was so happy, like, yes, I can run my reliable defogger now. Bulky offense is back. Like regular regular offense and the hyper offense is like dying down a bit, and like bulky stuff is coming back. Or then Stall said hello. I can bring my Corviknight back, and then here comes Mega Sableye because you don't have to worry about Golden Go no more. Yeah, it was very diabolical. It was not fun. It was fun for me because I was the one running the stall. I was the one beating everybody. I mean that in a nice way, as in, like, I don't even mean that's okay. We're going against the worst matchup of all time. But I'll go back to that later. I mean that in a nice way too. Like the people who was like I was giving the stall teams to, like straight up new players, they were getting to really high elo, like 1,700. Of course, even if you're new and you don't know how to like put on pressure with stall, of course you can't play stall well, because stall, of course you can have a do nothing stall like this one, but you have curse. It's kind of not really a do nothing stall. As long as you have a boosting move, it's not a do nothing stall. You have a win condition. Because this is not do nothing stall. You have a nasty plot gold. You have a curse Dozo. You have hazards. But yeah, if you give someone a do nothing stall, they can't really force progress. However, if you have a stall like this and you play offensively with it, hopefully I can give an example with this, right? Okay. We'll glass guard back. I can always burn a protect turn, right? Okay, he goes daunt. So what I mean by play aggressively is if you notice, his daunt is gonna be 103 speed. Maybe I should EV this to be slow. Actually, no, I don't think so. Anyways, right? Now you can protect here. Knock off. This is bad. No, I'm a scout always. Crab hammers. Can I just straight up curse 2,000,000 times to just win the game on the spot? Do I just curse forever? Do I just win by straight up cursing 1,000,000 times? Is that no? This guy definitely got no. This is recover. Wow, that was very lucky. Anyways, yeah, you have to be offensive with this stall team. Like you cannot let your opponent off the hind end. If once you get a slight advantage, you have to convert that advantage. Do not let off pressure. Like pressure with stall. What are you talking about? You have a nasty plot goal. You have a dozo. You have a Claude with earthquake with toxic and toxic spikes. You have a Glycero with knock and poison jab. Force the knocks. Like every single time you get if you get a knock on one of the birds, and your opponent relies on defog for that, it's over for them because most of the birds are special. You're standing up stealth rock. Core with defog, you can't even attack because counter, right? That's what I mean by like put the pressure. Like you beat. Oh damn, that's a lot of damage from a slow bro. I think it's gonna teleport here. Gold. And I got my hazard up. That goes a long way. Anyway, as I was saying, you with this Gliscor set, it's so good. You beat Hat with this set. You beat Hat. Why did I protect? Oh, because it was teleport, huh? Oh, the game's gone. Sold. I want to force him to attack again. Give me a life orb. So this is what I mean, right? You can either go Hat or you can go Pori Z. Either way, I want to go gold. Or he goes bro. So now it's a free nasty plot and it's a free shadow ball. Only big threat left. Pori Z. It's fine with me. He's getting blasted if I hit the blast actually. He lives somehow. Hit the blast. Okay, good. I hit 2 blasts. That's like a 49% chance. That's pretty lucky. Hydrapple here. Fine, I take the knock. I just want to give him the knock. I just want to give him the knock HP stuff. So I should be able to sleep talk here successfully and get the rest off because I should be. Wait, I'm not faster? I thought he's min speed. He's playing. He's he's playing. What's it called? He's he's playing Trick Room. Why isn't he min speed? Please be the healing wish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for not switching out. Okay, yeah, someone's about to pay the ultimate price. Mega Mawile. Who do you want? Whose soul do you crave? Mega Mawile. I can go Claude. Goes Fang. Sucker only has a slow chance to kill me. He misses the Fang again. I think he's gonna. No, I always REQ. He always still has a 12% chance to kill me with Sucker. Yeah, now. I just want to see someone cool. Bliss, Stealth Rock. He about to get countered. I meant to counter. I meant to counter. It's fine. I guess I can go him. I can go this guy. But then sack the Hydra. Or I don't sack Hydra. Because I don't kill with press anyways. Nope, it's fine. I just Shadow Ball like 2 times. Yeah, he forfeits. Okay. But yeah, I think once Ogre gets banned, and then the Golden go ban, and then the Zamba ban, Maybe the Kingambit ban. And then the Tarapa goes banned. They're gonna ban everything. I don't know why. You just keep banning everything every few months until it solves itself. Who knows? Maybe people want to ban Gliscor or something. I don't know. I think in OU, I think OU. I don't really like OU because of Terra. That's why I started playing a lot of national decks. I think removing Terra from national decks was a good idea. Me personally, it was a really good idea to ban Terra. I didn't like Terra because it made so much. It made defense way too broken. You may think it made offense too broken. It was good, especially in tournament plays. But on ladder, it was just too polarizing. Stall was too broken because so many players who didn't really was new to the game can pilot stalls so well into such crazy high elo, and because they use do nothing stalls. So if you're gonna build a stall, do not make a do nothing stall. I'll probably make a video on that on why you should never bring a do nothing stall. I think Blim. If you just look at Blim's teams, he never has a do nothing stall. Majority, at least 90% of his teams, someone at least has setup. Someone has setups. Like you call Michael Fable with knock, or a knockoff, or a Swords Dance knock Gliscor, or like it doesn't even have to be set up either. It can just be a lot of stall with like a ton of bulk. Well, of course, stall doesn't have a ton of bulk, but with like 3 knockoff users, like the Tyrannosaurus Sand, straight up everyone of the tier gets knocked off. Gliscor with again, Tyranitar has Ice Beam and knock. You can Ice Beam Gliscor, kill it, and if whoever switches out, you can knock, right? Force the knock, and then you can set up Stealth Rock. Then Clefable with knock, you're forcing knock on everybody else, like on the special walls, right? And then that's not a do nothing stall. Technically, it could be considered one if it doesn't. But it depends because you need a way to force progress with stall. If you just have like a typical Mega Sableye stall, Mega Sableye in itself is really good to stall, but you can just have a do nothing stall. All right. What's a good example of a do nothing stall? Here, let me try and make a good actually, let me check my rank right now. Oh, I have caps lock on. I just need one more win to be eligible. Okay, we're 33-2 right now, so 33 wins, 2 losses. That's pretty good, I'd say. Okay, let me make a. Actually, no. Yeah, Mega Sable. Actually, no. Mega Sableye is not really do anything. It's hard to make a do nothing stall with Mega Sableye because Mega Sableye is just that very good in stall. Okay, let's say Corv, say Gliscor, say Claude. They have a Dozo with no curse, and what's another good Stallmon? Pex and Shinja, right? Let's say every single person here has boots. Or maybe instead of Corv, it is who? Whom? I don't know, like a Clef, right? Makes more sense because you still need a reliable way to check to switch into like what's a name? Meowscarada or knock off what? Knock off who? Knock off Great Tusk, right? So this is just me inventing a stall right now, right? If you look, Ogerpon obliterates this team. So once Ogerpon's gone, like at least knock Ogerpon would obliterate this team because like if you like this can just run boots and just wall Ogerpon for like all of eternity and Lele because you don't really have to run too much assurance because this walls Lele, this also walls Kiram, and this also walls the aforementioned Ogerpon, right? Don't. But if you notice, this team would be weak to carts, hence why you're probably the core back. But Clefable is also pretty good too. Fine, we put the core back. Okay, let's just say this was Iron Defense, right? This is let's just say IDEF, right? Let's say this is IDEF. This is just Tox Knock. This is just standard with no curse. Standard and standard, and like there's no such thing as standard. In my personal opinion, it's max special attack. You gotta have Will-O-Wisp. You gotta have Toxic. You gotta have Protect, and you gotta have Bug Buzz to go through Protect. You want to go through what's it called? You want to go through Sub. You want to go through Sub. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't really matter about EVs because you only have 1 HP. You can only have 1 hit anyways, and you can get one. That this is probably it. You got Boots, or if you're running or if you're running Mega Sable, then you can just run with Sash, right? Anyways, this is a do nothing stall right here. This is a straight up do nothing stall. You're accomplishing nothing with this stall. No, like yes, you have hazard pressure, but they can easily defog you forever, right? There's not really a good way to force like I don't know, a lot of pressure, right? This is do nothing, and this becomes a lot more viable than something like this upon like what's it called? Once Golden Go's gone, this becomes a lot more viable. In fact, let me just do it right now. The standard everything. Spike, Stealth Rock, becomes standard. This becomes the standard. Spit F Pex, Mix Pex. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the perfect embodiment of the do nothing stall. Roost, defog, what is it missing? Brayford, Roost, defog. If I was trying to make it not do nothing stall, I'll put bulk up on this thing. Taunt. Oh, I want to use taunt so badly, but no. You turn for that chip. Here, ladies and gents, the Supreme do nothing stall. Should I just run this just to let you guys see? No, of course. Why would I do that? That's horrible. That's actually very horrible. Why would I do that? Actually, should I? Would that be fun? Only need one more game to be able to do Rex. So I can vote on the Oger-Pon ban if I win literally one more match. And 33-2. Unfortunately, we got hacked on one of those, so I should have been able to do Rex. I would have had Rex already. Out of 35 games, only losing 2. To one of them, I got hacked, which is fine. Hacks happens all the time. If you're playing 35 games, you're gonna get one of them. You're gonna get robbed, right? So you can't really get too mad. And the other one, what do you expect me to do? I ran this stall team against SD Ursa, Bandit, Hoop Unbound, and a Wish Mola. Like even a brand new player can destroy me with that, right? They can click random moves, not knowing what it does, and kill me, right? They see, oh, Hyperspace Fury, that sounds pretty cool, and kill everybody. That's basically it. Okay, I'm gonna run this. I don't feel comfortable running this because I never experimented with this team once, ever. I don't know, this team just doesn't seem good. Like, there's no way to beat Mega Sable. Like, standard hyper offense is about to truck this team. In my opinion, you gotta have Jab always on Clodsire. Every single Clodsire needs to run Poison Jab, or at least the combination. Unless you have someone else that can reliably take on Mega Sable and stall, you gotta run Poison Jab. Because 99% of the time I go against Mega Sableye, I always win. I'm not saying that to be like, okay, good thing I didn't load up with this team, all right? Because this was about to get smoked by the guy in the top left, assuming he had a move to hit Shedinja, which most likely he does. Does he? Close Combat Zed, Zen, Ice, Bullet. Actually, no, that can't even touch me. Actually, no, I think that team would actually beat this team. But I don't know, because Future Port is a really nasty combo on this team as well. Yeah, that's another thing. There's no Future Sight. This team also immediately loses the Future Sight, hence it's a bad team, right? Because you can't. Because if it had a way to hit Shedinja, you instantly lose, right? Because you can't just keep every single time you go Shedinja on this guy, he uses Future Sight. You just go this guy, click Protect, right? The only person in the whole game that can go through Protect is Urshifu. You resist every single move they got. So maybe it can beat the team. Who knows? But anyways, I got Golden Go, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I think after this I'm gonna run one game with this because this team actually looks maybe kind of promising. Is there reliable enough of pet? Nah. You don't really need too much physical defense because if you have a whole Dozo, right? There, now you can take on the Megazard Wise. Now you can take on the DNC Megas after you Scald once these two get low and they get forced in. Megalope. Slowking G. That's a good threat to this team. Wow, this team actually might be pretty good. Not gonna lie. I just made this team on the fly. Wow, I cannot lie. But all that isn't in theory. That is the best way I can say it. every single time I make a new team, I'm like, wow, this team looks pretty good, not gonna lie. And then I get my butt handed to me on the ladder, right? Straight handed, like even if you're in 1,800, if you got your butt handed to you, that means you got your butt handed to you, right? It makes sense. If you lost, that means you lost, right? Anyways, what's it called? Um. Uh. Anyways, yeah, this team I'm gonna say looks good in theory, and you're using base sets. Like that's basically it. Protect here, just for ice beam. That is absolutely fine with me. Now, who do I go to? Gold. My goal is to go gold, and then I'm gonna go Claude, and then Toxic, because I want to keep these hazards on. Because I want to make it in a position where someone that can threaten Terapagos is in. Yeah, now I can Toxic, and he's gonna be on a timer. If he's smart, please. If you are smart, which I hope you are, you're not defog on Zapdos. Yes, go Slowking. Yeah, I was about to say just go Slowking if you're smart. Hmm. Highly doubt you're staying in with Slowking. Yeah, you just go straight to Zap. Bliss. Big bad Bliss. I take literally nothing. The Blissey is so unfair. Like, who invented Blissey? That's my question. Who? Okay, Blissey's gone. Uh, it's fine, Blissey. You did your best. So I think he's gonna attack. Yes, you always attack here. Always attack. In fact, if I was him, I would drop the Z right now. He did not want to drop the Z right now. Please, let me heal my Blissey. Thank you. Thank you. Made all the wrong play. I don't know why he's not bringing his Mega Medi. His Mega Medi looks like LeBron James right now. Actually, not really. It's super duper hard walled by Golden Go. Yeah, that's another good thing about Golden Go. If you're not running Mega Sableye on your stall, you have to run Golden Go. I'm focus blasting into that Samurott. Please go Samu. If I was him, I'd go. I don't know, honestly. Everything seems like a scary play. This has Roost for sure, so you're Volt switching for 90% of the time. And I would just go back to Claude, click Toxic, or click Recover. Him. I'm not expecting that guy, Hydra. See, look, the only reason why I was scared of well, to be fair, a well-played Samurott can obliterate this team, right? But not really, because you have Hydra. But I'm saying if you had a Mungus, a well-played Hydra a well-played Samu instead of Hydra with I use a Mungus could obliterate the team because there's no more sticky hold absorber. All right, I'm gonna go back to gold. Okay, catch this guy. I want to take another round of hazards with someone. Let him choose his favorite. Yotera? Terapagos? Please? That'd be smart. But my opponent is not that smart. Okay. Recover here is free, for sure. Actually, Detail's also free. Chili's. Chili out. Do I agree with this play? I don't know if I agree with this play. He has a good chance to kill me. KO. I can always go Bliss. Doesn't matter if he rapid spins or not. I can go stealth. I can always stealth rock here for free. I can go gold. Golden Go. Golden Joe. Joe who's gold. It's fine. He's Zen headbutts. If I was him, I'd go for the flinch. He did not get it. Unfortunate. I think I should have lost if he got the flinch. Like, I don't think anybody in the right mind is walling Mega Medicham unless your name is Golden Go or Mega Sableye. That's another really cool thing I thought of. Like, if you think about, what's it called? There's the Mega Sableye was like hecka cringe because he's the only guy that can really wall Medicham, but he's like he's like a defensive powerhouse, right? No, not really defensive powerhouse, more like a stall staple, right? Stall staple. That is the more accurate term. He was a stall staple, right? So Ever since Golden Go introduced to national decks, he was walling Mega Metachamp, so Mega Metachamp got fell off. No Golden Go, I'm clicking CC every day. And I'm going back to Bliss. There's no reason not to go back to Bliss. Every time you go back to Bliss, I always get something off. That's fine. Soft boil here. No reason not to soft boil. I think the game's nearly done. I think I'm about to get Rex or soon. Golden Go. You think I should counter? No, not playing no games. Okay. He was not playing no games either. Good play. Good Samurott. Unfortunately, that Samurott's not really going to do anything. Oh, yes. Good play on my opponent. And now you go. No, Slowking. No, you want to get your. You want to get. That just invites my Blissey back in to get my Stealth Rock off. He should have went Slowking and swapped out to get HP. He's not using his Garchomp correctly. He has Stealth Rock Garchomp. And he has no knockoff on the team, which I understand why you can't break past his team. You cannot beat a stall team, if you're using bulk. If you're using something bulky with longevity, but you have no knock. That's you basically saying, "Hey, stall teams, please kill me." That's basically what it's saying, right? Another good thing to note is if you see a team being used by a tournament, a lot of times people who make tournament teams make it that team just for that one moment and just for that one match. Sometimes the tournament teams are very, very good, but another time they're garbage. I saw a team used by Lax, and when I saw the team, I was like, "This team cannot be serious, correct? Right? What type of team is this?" I remember it was Moltres, no poison, no poison absorber, and everyone was like, and there's no hazard removal, right? And you had a Moltres so it looks like you have hazard remover. But there's no one to remove hazards. You just stack hazards infinitely, and everyone is easily walled. Like it has a what? It has a life orb, Darkrai. That's cool and all. But you're not being Blissey. You're literally not being Blissey. Like the only way to beat Bliss is like what? Okay, now I straight up won the game. Now the only way to beat Bliss, I think, instead of making that life orb, make a nasty plut knock. And there you go. With Dark Pulse Sludge. But I don't know. It was very hard to fix that team. But that team was utilizing the moment, and it was good because it won. If it won the tournament battle, you cannot complain about it. But you make teams based off what your opponent might. Actually, no. That's trying to counter team your opponent. That sucks. I personally believe you're gonna do a tournament. Pull up with what you're comfortable with, but not what you're too comfortable with, because people will try C teaming you and bring the Ursa Luna, and bring whatever, or bring the hyper offense counter, or bring stall against you. But bring something in the middle. So like bring something with good offensive pressure, and bring something with amazing offensive pressure, and bring something with amazing bulk. Like this. This is a team I would bring to a tournament. Something I'm used to, right? And something I'm really comfortable with, right? That's something you want to do. But yeah, that team was like, that's not a good team. Right? No way to put it. It might be a good team for the tournament, and based off what his playstyle was or her playstyle was, and against that singular person. Like maybe that person is like, yeah, this person never brings stall, so I'm gonna bring this team. As long as he does not bring stall, this has a pretty good matchup to anything he brings except stall. Okay, fair point. Because it's a tournament, right? It's not like play this team like 200 times to get the top ladder. That's not what they're doing. They're playing a tournament, right? So can't blame them too bad. But that's what I'm saying. If you're trying to find good teams, I recommend. Yes, tournament teams are good. I recommend you look at YouTubers who make teams, but top ladder teams. That's have you a good general idea on the meta. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like I think for fun for me, I think I'm gonna get into VG. I need to get into VGC because VGC honestly sounds fun. And for sure, I'm gonna get into older generations. This gen's OU, I think I'm gonna play a little bit. I honestly do. This is my least favorite generation ever. Gen 7 was pretty fun. Gen 8 was pretty fun in my opinion. But this gen's OU, like ever since, like Terra Dragonite is just something I just hate. I hate going against Terra Dragonite. And Terra Garg is so fun to use, but when you're the receiving end and you have that not even a bad matchup, just like not the best matchup, that Garg is about to smoke you. Because Garg, If you look at recent tournaments, Garg's been smoking everybody. Of course, like if I were to play OU right now, give me 2 weeks, I'd probably be top 5, top 10 for sure. Top 10 is really not that hard to get in any metagame as long as you try. As long as you try learning the metagame, it's really not that hard. But top 1, different story. Probably give me 2 weeks, and I'll probably do it. But instead of doing that in the next 2 weeks, I probably want to learn older gens. I'll probably get back to playing Gen 8. I'll probably get back to used to playing Gen 7. Then I'll get into Gen 6, then Gen 5, and I think that'll be it. Older gens, probably not. The newer gens, I am. Because as much as I love defensive cores install, I think the older gens, I think it's gonna take it's probably not gonna take way too long to learn, but I think it just takes way too much effort. But oh, slash rank. Okay, guys, we did it. We got 34 wins and 2 losses. That is all right, I suppose. Like being 30-0 would have been a lot better. Actually, let me see. Let me go and win. What should I do? This team this is useless now. Right here. Okay, while I continue talking, I'm gonna use this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna vote to ban Oger-Pawn, but at the same time, I don't think it will be as good. I think just reintroduce the dragons, reintroduce Dragapult, reintroduce Dragapult, reintroduce Roaring Moon. But you need to reach. I don't know how to explain it. It's just you need to have time for the meta to develop to beat those guys. Like Dragapult was really not that bad. Like just people run. I remember when Dragapult came out, Ting Lu started coming back up because Ting Lu was UU at one point in National Dex, and I was surprised because I always use Ting Lu. Ting Lu would come back, right? Weavile would be back. Who else would be back? It would help Blissey and Chansey get back in the meta. It'll help Clefable get back in the meta. Garg will most definitely get back in the meta. It'll be more hyper offensive because just don't give that Dragapult the free turn it needs, right? Just straight up kill it or do damage to it, right? And it'll give chance a lot of these guys to get back in the meta. Scizor, just bullet punch it, like a max attack Scizor kills it. It'll turn a lot more offensive, but hey, if the meta's offensive, the meta's offensive, right? And no matter how badly it gets, you always need to have something like good, right? Okay, this is what I came here for. Oh, right here. Hey guys, we did it. We are. Can you see it on the screen? Yeah, we did it. We are number. We did it. So in the whole world right now, as of now, only 9 people are qualified for the suspect test, which is pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Only 9 people. But to be fair, it came out yesterday, so I guarantee you a lot more people will qualify for this thing. Me personally, giving this thing the ban hammer. Maybe not. My opinion may change. That's just my opinion because I kid you not, 70% of my teams are like this. Bulky balance, and with a lot of it's good with the 2 or 3 mods that can exert a lot of offensive pressure like this, but also offer a lot of support. And a lot of my teams can go the long game, right? Can play up to like a lot of turns. Okay, I don't know what the opponent was doing. What elo is this? 1553. My opponent is 1712. Okay. Come again? What? Okay. Knock. Flower Trick is gonna kill me now? Maybe I should have kept that defense on the guy. How much does Knock do to me? I'll take 56. What am I doing? Just go core. I still die to triple axle. What type of set am I going against? I'm going against the LeBron James set. What is going on? Going against the most goated thing I've ever wit. Have I found the stall killer? Would this be my other stall? Yes, I would have. This would have destroyed this stall. Look, what am I gonna do against this? Actually, no. Counter bliss. Counter blissy. Haze. The only way I win this is hazards, and I also lose the Iron Crown. I'm used to. Yeah, at least there's no way I win this game. Maybe he doesn't have a move to hit my Shedinja. Maybe I should have meant Shedinja first. Yeah, he literally doesn't have a move to hit my Shedinja. Aha! There we go. Now I'm a Will-O-Wisp. Meow. I will meow. Meow. It's fine. Because this Komo will have a move to hit me as well. Flamethrower. Clanger, Soul Blaze. So yeah, I think that'll be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. At the same time, like, I think it's important for every single player to be able to make their own informed decisions. So each person will have their own opinion on Ogerpon. Some people might like Ogerpon in that it forces the meta to be more offensive. But at the same time, it's Ogerpon. Even the offensive mods can't switch into it. Defensive mods can't switch into it. It's Ogerpon. What do you expect? Okay, he decides to sack his own Meow. I think he lost. I'll wall this guy. I'll wall this guy. I'll wall this guy. Now you're getting toxic. I'm sorry, you're getting toxic. It's over. Straight up over. I don't know why I went Glasscure to begin with against that Iron Crown. I walled him for all of eternity. Alright. I think I'm experimenting with this team a little bit more. Not gonna lie. This team actually looks pretty legit. I made this as an example of a do-nothing stall. But since this is a do-nothing stall, I don't think it's gonna do well. Because I hate do-nothing stalls. At least it's not my forte. Yeah, this guy has the knock, so he has the guy that can kill the Shedinja. It's fine. I got Shedinja for Iron Crown. We can do this switch game forever. Okay. You lost your Komo. No, you didn't lose your Komo to rocks. You can wit. Okay, you can just lose your Komo then, I guess. If that was really what you wanted, you can lose your Komo. Like, I'm not gonna stop you from losing your Komo. I think I'm gonna go once he goes Crown. I'm gonna go back to Shedinja and just spam Tox. Spam Toxic because it's either he has to switch out. Yeah, he has Flame. I'm fine because I think that the combination of Pex. Yeah, I just Tox you. I switch to Claudacious and just live everything. So like, no, I think this might be modest damage. Okay, he flamethrowers and gets the burn. No, even then he still win. He can win because he can just wish this guy forever, right? Just stall me with the combination of flip turn, knock because you can beat the no because Dozo exists. I'm gonna EQ. So yeah, this team right here, the everything murderer, because I looked through all the teams on the new National Dex teams. I just literally just altered this to counter literally every single one. I think if you play this well, you can beat every single team on there, unless you're going against a good opponent. If you're going against a good opponent, then it's probably like a 50-50. Probably not. It depends on how well you play. But remember, if you're using this team, play offensively. Do not leave off the pressure. But don't play like you predict every single turn. You gotta know when to play passively. You gotta know when to play non-passively. You gotta know when to do this, do that. You'll get the hang of it once you play this team, right? It doesn't take a genius to learn how to play stall. Nor doesn't really take a genius how to play offense. I think sometimes it takes more than two brain cells to make a play. What I mean by this is before you make a move, ask yourself a lot of questions on what does this do, what progress does it make, and basically every other thing, right? I think that'll be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want the team, I'll put in, yeah, of course, like always, I'll put it in the description of the video. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a really good team. Remember, you have a dedicated Hattery encounter with Gliscor. You can set up Stealth Rock and Hat. Like, once the hat's down, you set up spikes. And against Hyper Offense, it's one Toxic Spikes kills everybody. Like, a single Toxic Spike, like, spells Doom for the whole Hyper, every single Hyper Offense that doesn't have a Poison type. Unless, the Great Tusk use Rapid Spin, but then you have a Golden Go, then they Headlong Rush you, then you Shadow Ball. And then, like, you do Hydrapple stuff. I mean, like, if you're playing Great, if I'm going against a Golden Go with Great Tusk, just play smartly, and then you just kill the Golden Go. But this Golden Go is EV to live exactly one Headlong Rush from Great Tusk without a Photosynthesis boost. So if you have Photosynthesis, you can't. Golden Go gets obliterated. Do not run the greedy BS. If I catch you using my team and you're using like the 60 speedy Bs, I'm sorry, you cannot do that. Put it in special defense. You need this special defense for so many threats, especially in the long term game. Oh damn, what am I doing? Golden Go. Do I remember this? I think this was 88 or something. Yeah, it was 88. Yeah, if you're using this Golden Go, you need that special defense. You need that. You need a what? You need a pivot to someone after Luster Purge gets that sped F drop. So what is this nasty plot? Shadow Ball, make it rain, recover. What is this? Heavy duty boots. Stripe Immunity Hazard as good as gold. Yeah, this team is pretty evil. Cannot lie. If you use this team, you definitely get a lot of hate. I think straight up a third of every single match I went against, every single time I went against a person, I think a third of the people just started insulting me in the comments or like in the chat because you're using straight up stall. If you're on the low ladder, a lot of people are just doing it for fun, right? They're not trying to reach number one on the ladder. They're not trying to like reach top 500. They're not trying to like try hard at the game. They're just trying to have fun with their favorite Pokemon. They're trying to use their Sylveon. They're trying to use their Evolution. Like for me, if you tell me to use my favorite Pokemon, I'm telling you, I kid you not, my favorite Pokemon was Ferrothorn, and that was before I got into competitive. And when I found out Ferrothorn was a competitive Pokemon, I was super happy. And that's why I kind of wanted to get into VGC because Ferrothorn is pretty good. I was definitely gonna get into VGC, but then Ferrothorn didn't come back in Gen 9, and I was like, yeah, no, I gotta use Ferrothorn, right? It's like Wolfie with his like Paris Trap stuff. Like for me, I gotta use Ferrothorn. Like, you guys haven't seen a lot of my Ferrothorn teams, but I think once I start using more offensive teams or bulky offense, I can pilot a Ferrothorn. I'm really good with Ferrothorn. But yeah, like people are trying to make their. I have a really good video with Golurk Trust. It's a Diabolical set. It works really well. Pair it up with Dragonite, you're in for a fun time. They're trying to use the Heracross. They're trying to. What's another popular Pokemon? What's That's how fried my brain is with Pokemon. I only know competitively good Pokemon and not actually Pokemon people know for actual fun or like just because of the game. Okay, what is it? The main ones: Pikachu, Greninja, Charizard. I think Sylveon was one of the top ones. I think the fan base would like Toxapex, right? No, not really, because I don't think it's a. I think it's a late game Pokemon and Pokemon Gen 7, and well, it's Toxapex. I don't think people will be intrigued by Toxic Stall. Dragonite looks like a fan favorite. Chomp is a fan favorite. Go seems like it's fan favorite. Valiant probably. Kartana, I think it would appeal to a lot of kids. Kingambit probably. Like a Lopunny, probably not. Seems pretty boring. Like once people see Scrappy, it's like, oh, I can hit Ghost types, Boohoo, Melmetal, Moltres. I think people a lot like these Pokemon, but once you get down here, I guess to the slums, like nobody likes half these Pokemon. Why is Keldeo Yu? Keldeo is so good. Okay, that's another debate. To be fair, I only use Keldeo in like a 20th of my team, so I can't complain either. Mamoswine, how the hell is Peachron are you? Peachron is so good. Azu is good. Altaria is garbage. Do not use it. Like, what about the Mega Charizard Y? Mega the Charizard Y switching? No, there's literally 2 million Mega Charizard Y switching. You just gotta look hard enough. No, there isn't. There's like 4, but you just gotta try hard enough. I think Mega Charizard Y for struggling against Mega Charizard Y. I have a trick for you. It's called don't get destroyed on the lead, and maybe set up Stealth Rock. Have you thought of that? Set up Stealth Rock against Charizard Y, and if the opponent has like Hat, maybe put on something that can outrun Mega Charizard Y and threaten it with a lot of damage and threaten the rest of the team with a lot of damage. Or maybe they can just take it on immediately if you're using like more bulkier play style. Like I kid you not, half the teams either has a combination of any of the two of Ferrothorn, Toxapex, and Gliscor. Ferropex with Gliscor. I think 2 teams have that. That's like the most diabolical thing you can possibly do. Ferropex with Gliscor is so evil, and then you put that with Clefable. Yeah, you're really trying to make some kids cry. What else? I think I said out in the video like straight up 5 minutes ago, but I don't know why I'm still talking. I think this is pretty fun. What? How much time is this video? This video is an hour long. Okay, it's whatever. It's fine. What else would be a fan favorite Pokemon that people would like? Beware sounds cool. Breloom Bronzong, I think people would like that. Bro Bonnet, that sounds pretty cool. Celebi people would like. I assume Cloyster sounds pretty cool. Half these guys are garbage. I won't like these guys. Ditto sounds pretty cool. Dugtrio Lola, that's a fun guy. I hate Dugtrio. I literally hate Dugtrio. Arena Trap is so evil. Arena Trap stall? I wish I can use Arena Trap legally. That would be found so fun. But I would hate going against it. Same thing with Gothitelle. That sounds so evil to go against with Trick with Choice Scarf. Sounds nasty. But sounds fun. I know this one guy to specifically counterstall. He run the same exact garbage, boring team, and every single time he beat someone, he would post in like the chat. I didn't know he would post in the chat until I think Red told me about it. Like, oh, because he beat me, but he hacks me. He got 2 flinches, not with what's his name, Togekiss. He got 2 flinches with Keldeo with Air Slash, and he flinched me twice. And then after that, he got like a crit after that. And after that, he posted in the chat, is like, this is all you. He's like, this is all you need to beat stall. You just gotta use skill. And after that, like the 2 flinches into crit. After that, everyone just started straight up flaming him. It's like, no, that's like, I don't think you should have posted that in the chat. And I don't think that was deserved either. Like yeah, if someone like, haha, I beat the rank 2 player, I beat the rank 1 player. Okay, very cool. Like, and then after like, if you beat someone with hacks, I don't think you should be bragging about it. If you beat them normally, just keep it in your heart. If you really want to brag about it, go ahead. And just people will ignore it because there's no. I don't think there's such a thing as glazers in Pokemon. I think for like in videos, you use a lot of glazing and people calling themselves a goat. But then you look at the gameplay. If you look at my gameplay, you already see like I already posted a video game to #1 on the ladder. But then you look at my gameplay. I think especially in the beginning of the channel, where I was like, I just got back into Pokemon. You're like, oh damn, this guy's making garbage plays. Well, yeah, I'm making garbage plays, right? Because you know, not only I'm rusty, but even good players make a lot of mistakes, right? I went. That's pretty good. I went 30. Why would I go like 35 or 34, 33, 33 and 2, 35 and 2, and I just got back after like 3 weeks. I'd say that's pretty good. So I'd say I might be getting a little bit less rusty, but I'm 100% still more rusty, right? Like I think back then I used to get to like 2,000 elo effortlessly. Like I can be like, I think one time straight up, I think school got so bad. Like in the like halfway through the school year, like the first half of the school year, the only time I can play Pokemon was pooping. Like I would actually use the restroom while playing Pokemon, and then I would leave the restroom while playing Pokemon still. Like I would do both genuinely at the same time. Like even in school, like if I'm pooping in school, I had to hop on. I think I got to #1 straight up only in the restroom before. I think that's what really funny. What I thought. But anyways, it's really not that impressive once you realize it's national decks. And at the time, the ladder was pretty stale. I think to get to rank 1 was like 1,940, which is like very low. So yeah, I think that's it. I thank you guys for listening. I think I should. I think I'm going to enlighten myself on what popular Pokemon that people typically like. And You guys gotta be honest. Ferrothorn's cool, right? I think he's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Hopefully.